All right.
Yeah.
First of all, welcome
Thank you.
to La Platiquita, episode 92.
92.
Wow.
This is it,
episode
man.
92.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, hi. How are you guys doing? Remember, you can watch us and listen to us and hear us and just look at us and our beautiful guests. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and here on YouTube, right? Mm-hmm. I am your host, Sebastian Robles, and this is Thejoshleyva, your other beautiful host of La Platiquita. And today, we have the one and only, I feel like it's Destiny, my G, because I just met him randomly, and I've always been such a fan of him. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I get DMs all the time, and they ask, "Yo, bring concrete on,
Bring 'em on, LP.
the potty waddy." So, thank you, bro. I appreciate that,
I
man.
just want to congratulate you guys, dude,
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
for having me. Thank you. I will congratulate you guys for
thank you.
having me, dog. It's a real honor.
No, bro. It's I met you at the golfing tournament,
Yeah.
and that was an epic tournament,
Yeah.
and. It was I would just get glimpse of him every like maybe 20 minutes because they were in front of us, so I would always see them tee off, and then I just get a couple words in with them.
You're like, hey, concrete.
It's like, hey,
What's up, man?
Bye. Nice swing. But yeah,
Couple
man.
tacos. We had some tacos
Yeah, we had
together.
some tacos, had a couple drinks. I mean,
Okay.
that tournament, man, it's every tee
Yeah.
you're at. There's just drinks and
There's
shots,
something.
and there's
Wow.
something, bro. You can't really play
Yeah.
very well because you're just entertained with everything that's going on.
Are you a golfer?
I guess I am now. I don't know. It's.
I think you are, bro.
Is anybody really a golfer unless you're in the Masters, like in some kind of like?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I truly believe that. Now the question is, do you golf often? That's the real question.
It's a little bit of everything, dog. But you know, this is what happens. For like, if you're good at driving the ball, then your short game sucks.
Yeah.
If your short game sucks, then you're pretty good at driving. You know, it's like
Yeah.
either or.
Yeah,
and where do you excel?
And if you have it all together, then you
Then you're in the
probably should be a
Masters.
fucking master. You know what I'm saying? So everybody on there more or less kind of
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
And where do you excel? I felt like you were driving the ball pretty good. You smacked the shit out of that little
Yeah,
fellow.
I have
you
my
look
days.
strong. You
I have
look
my
strong,
days. I
man.
have my days. I have my days where I'm driving good, or there's days where I'm like chipping really good. It's just, you know, it's such a humbling sport, perrito. You know, it's not
Yeah.
like playing soccer, fool, and just being good. You know.
Just tirando like fucking goles al ángulo y toda la
Yeah,
chingada.
fool, you know.
Is that how you do it?
Eso sí, fool. I was really good, dog. I was
soccer?
really good. Yeah.
Did you play soccer in high school and stuff growing up?
No, I'm actually just kidding, dog. I was a basketball player, perro. I was a basketball player.
Just
dog.
straight up
I was a basketball player, dog. I
Didn't play
like
soccer.
I didn't like not having the ball. I'm a ball hog, dog.
Got it.
You
So,
give me
like,
ball hog vibes.
It's ball hog vibes, dog. Like, there's no point in being in there, dog, and not getting the ball, dog.
Give him the rock. Give him the
Plus,
rock.
it sucks when you're playing defense. When nothing happens for
Nothing.
like half of the game.
Nothing.
I'm just sitting. It's like baseball too. We're like fuck sitting out there, bro.
Yeah, baseball
just
is
in the
low key
fucking
kind of
heat.
boring, especially if you're like outfield and
And you're
it's
just
like,
sitting there in the heat all day, bro.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who does that, dog? What?
But it's not like softball, because softball there's like way more action than I feel like baseball is.
Well, yeah,
personally.
because you get to hit the ball, but try hitting the ball at 80 miles an hour.
100 miles an hour, yeah, it's almost impossible.
There's not too much action
There's
going
not
on.
too much you can do, dog.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
Concrete, so what's up, man? ¿Qué cuentas?
Man, dog, life is great, dog.
I see you've been hella busy. I mean, I was telling Josh, I was like, we're actually kind of lucky to have him because
It's popping.
every time you're posting something, it's like a tour date or I'm here or I'm there. I'm like, he did tell me he was coming, but I think he'll be here.
No, yes, dude. I mean, once I make a commitment, dog, I make
Yeah.
a commitment, dog.
Yeah.
Shout out to my wife, 13 years.
I was about to say, I saw
She
the
knows
ring.
what's up with commitments, dog.
13 years.
13 years, perro.
Me too,
That's
bro.
a long time.
13
13
years.
years, dog. So I've been out the game for 13 years. I hung it up 13 years ago.
Yeah.
And
So you've been married for 13 years.
I've been married for 13
But
years.
how long
dog.
were you with her before that? Like dating and shit or fiance vibes?
7, 8 months or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No,
You
you're
turned it
lying.
around pretty quick.
Hold on. I feel like he's lying again.
I'm not lying,
Are you
dog.
lying?
I'm not lying. I swear to God. I swear to God,
How
dog.
many, how many times has he lied already? Twice.
You know what?
He's on two. He's on two.
Yeah, but I tell you right away, fool, I'm just kidding, dog.
Okay.
7 to 8 months, if I'm being honest.
Wow,
7 to 8
yeah.
months.
7
Well, yeah, it's because when you know, you know. When
Damn.
You know, you know. Fool.
Wow, saliste romántico.
Sí, güey.
And you knew right away? Love at first sight
7
type
months,
vibes?
fool. It took me 7 months for sure, dog.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
It took me 7 months. I proposed to her at Knott's Berry Farm, fool,
You're lying.
on Halloween, fool, at the cemetery.
At Not Scary Farm.
Yeah, Not Scary Farm, fool.
Wow.
I knew it was all over, dog, so I had to do it at the cemetery, perro, you know?
Were you guys living together already, or like what was the
Kinda.
situation?
Kind of low key.
Okay.
I was going through a tough time at that point. My boy had just passed away, my best friend, in 2008. I met her in 2010, and it was one of those things where I kind of just moved to Long Beach. I was kind of like a stray dog in a way. I was going through a lot, and it was just perfect timing, you know? And her parents were pastors and kind of helped me get through it. And it was a good situation for me, dog. And then I just said, like 10 months later, we got married in 2010.
So it wasn't just really like her. It was her, but like also like her energy around her.
Her
right?
family, her energy around me. Yeah,
that
for sure.
Kind of uplifted you and
That
like
just
made you feel.
Yeah,
good.
led me to know that okay, this is a good situation for me. It just, you know, not just the fact that I loved her, but it was also like okay, great. It's gonna be a peaceful situation if you know, like if I do this. And obviously everything has its fucking ups and downs, dog. But you know, nonetheless, bro, she's been with me from the fucking jump. From the jump.
Were you doing comedy when you guys started dating?
I was rapping when we dated.
Okay.
I was rapping. I was touring. I was doing my thing with that as well. And I stopped rapping after my boy passed away. So like in 2009, I stopped rapping. That's when I met her. And then I got into filming and acting, and I was doing all that. And then I was doing comedy in 2000. I was doing YouTube comedy in 2010. And then I decided to just like kind of chill on that because it wasn't really generating money. Granted, if I would have stuck around, who knows what could have happened, you know?
Did you go by Concrete as a rapper? Oh, okay. So
I went by two, like Beretta and Concrete.
Oh, that's sick.
Beretta and Concrete.
Were people, were you a little nervous like transitioning from like being like a rapper? Because I'm sure you were like really rapping, right? Like it wasn't like comedy rap, it was like legit.
It was legit rap.
Yeah, and then you switched over into like the comedy world. Like were you nervous about how like that
Well, people still hit me up like, dog, you look like this fool named Beretta. And I'm like, that's me, dog. They're like, yeah, I know, you just look like a 40-pound overweight one, like type of shit. And I was like, yeah, that's me, dog. You know what I'm
Still
saying?
me, dog.
It's still me, dog. You know? I still got the same chassis, perro. But, you know what I'm saying, dog? Some of the parts are fucked up, but we're good, you know?
Wow, so I'm about to get married in June.
Yeah.
Any consejos, G?
Why, fool? Why are you doing it?
Because I love her.
That's all you need to know, perro. I think at the end of the day, that's truly what matters, dog. And if you've been with her for 13 years and you as a man haven't left, that says a lot. Yeah. You know? Because usually men are very like that. Like if they're just not feeling the situation, they just won't pursue, especially with women. You know, I feel like men are, like we're wired different than women.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know, obviously we're wired different. I think men are visual, you know, like men are visual. We like acts of service. Yeah. You know, and if you're visually attracted to your girl after 13 years, I think that's amazing. You know, women love different and we love different. And so I feel like if you're attracted to your girl after 3-4 years, bro, that's great, you know, because we are wired to be a visual species. We look at girls, we tend to look at, you know, that's why we have all the cool things, because we want to be flashy. We want to have this, and we want girls to look. So it's a visual thing for us,
fair.
you know?
That's fair.
At least that's my theory. I could be wrong, dog. I read a couple books. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just a reader.
A reader. Yeah, because they said there's stages to like a relationship, right?
Okay.
Like the first year is the honeymoon phase.
Oh, right.
The second year is the phase where you start to knowing each other's like what I don't like about you really and what you don't really like about me.
Yeah.
And then the third year is kind of like the am I really gonna be with you or not? And if you go through that, it's like the fourth year is kind of hard. And then after that, it's like, okay, I'm going to love you. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. That's a lot of years.
That's a lot of years.
Yeah, you start working through everything, dog, you know? I mean, they say, just like a career, it takes 10 years to master a career, to become a master at something.
10,000 hours.
And that's the relationship, bro. It's going to take time for you to be able to master the relationship, know each other, and how to work through their what you feel is a dislike, right? Like, I don't like that about you, but you'll learn how to deal with it eventually, you know? And you'll come to an agreement. And if you don't, fool, then the writing's on the wall, dog. You got to go, perro.
Yeah. Wise words from a decent man.
Are you married, though?
No.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I want to get married, though. Like, I would love to be, like, a husband. I want to be a father and stuff like that.
How old are you?
I'm 33. Yeah. We'll get there. We'll get there.
And I'm also going to be 33 next week.
Oh, 33. That's the year that changed my life, dog.
Really?
Well, how old are you?
Your Jesus year.
Me? Yeah, dog. I swear, it's on my Facebook, dog. I was, again, in 2018, I was, I don't know, I think 33 in 2018 or something. I'm 37.
Okay.
And
you look great, by the way.
Thank you, bro. I feel great.
Your hair's so luscious.
So luscious.
It is, dog. It is. I can't keep staring at it on the camera right now.
You know what's funny, real quick before we get into that? I always see like your videos and your hairstyle changes, and I like that about you because I feel like you actually do like to style your hair, and that's sick.
Do you straighten it?
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
I straighten it. I braid it. I curl it.
Have you ever done treatments to it?
Mm-hmm.
You ever dyed it?
Like
nah.
Have you ever done a Brazilian blowout?
Yeah.
You ever done Jerry curls?
I've curled it. I mean, I haven't had a Jerry curl, but I've curled it. But my hair is naturally wavy, dog.
Yeah,
I still on a wave.
Oh, really?
I'm on a wave all the time.
Same, G, same.
He stays wavy.
I'm stay wavy, dog.
No, it looks dope, bro. How long ya tienes creciéndolo?
5 years, dog.
Oh, I bet.
Ever since I had to get my life together, yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
You haven't cut it in 5 years? You trim it.
I've trimmed it. I've trimmed it, you know, split ends, you know what I'm saying? Split ends, all that. You know what I'm saying? Take care of the split ends. It gets a little dry. Gotta let them know that you care about the hair, dog.
Did you want a shot of tequila?
I actually brought you guys bottles.
No way.
No way.
Yeah, is that what these gifts are for?
Yeah. Do you guys want to open the gifts now or later?
Let's do the gifts now.
Yeah, I mean,
You guys want to do it now?
Let's do it now.
Okay.
The subject is brought
This
up.
one's yours.
Oh,
So
okay.
we're color
Yeah, that one's yours.
This is all intentional.
Well, yeah, it's
all part of the
somewhat
plan.
intentional. Yeah, go ahead and open it. I can't wait to see.
Oh!
It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry.
Everybody
about
okay?
Yeah, we're
It does that occasionally.
that. We're good. Did that happen to Chiquis, fool?
Didn't happen to
Wow, it's all set up, dog. It's a setup, bro.
All right,
go ahead and open it. Yeah, you guys can.
Can we?
I think we are ready, G. There you go.
Should we?
You're good, dog.
Should we see?
Just go ahead, dig in there, guys. It's fun.
Look at this, bro. An autographed headshot of Concrete.
I love you.
I love you too, bro. Hey, this is a really good shot.
It is. That's why I decided to give it to you.
Wow.
Wait,
And I got a little note. It says, I love you. Does yours say I love you? Probably
Can you
not.
show that to the camera, please?
Concrete, this is very thoughtful. Nobody's ever gifted me a frame of themselves with a love note. This is beautiful. I'm gonna hang this up.
What? That's an original picture, dog. Don't make fun of it. That's an original picture, dog, from '98.
First food. It says first food to ever start a party crew, G.
Bro, is that really
Signed
you?
by my boy.
Yeah.
Is that really your hair?
Yeah, I don't know how to Photoshop, dog. Does it look like I know how to Photoshop, dog? What?
You take me as a mysterious man. I
I don't
wouldn't
even
be
know a
surprised.
computer, dog.
Bro, this is insanely sick, bro.
I figured you guys can put that next to your bedstand.
Oh, 100%.
What does that say right there?
But of love.
Love that, bro. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you.
And there's more.
There's more, guys. Please dig in.
Oh my god, I feel
Oh,
like
I got some hot Cheetos. Gotta have the hot Cheetos.
I figured you guys.
it's Christmas.
Oh, I
G.
love hot Cheetos, bro. That's me all. That's
Yeah.
me all day. Dude, I know it does feel like it's Christmas, huh?
I just want you to celebrate your wedding.
Aw.
So
Very-
smack the piñata on your.
very thoughtful. Very thoughtful.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
What else we got?
AV Chevy.
Yeah, I actually got that.
Are these Mulan glasses,
Those are-
bro?
I figured you love those, and then you
Bro,
gotta
you
stay
should
hydrated.
open those and try them out or something, bro.
On some be a man shit?
Yeah,
Wow.
I asked my son what to get you, and he said, give him the Mulan
Oh,
glasses.
he knows me too well.
Come on, man, you look like a prince, dog. You look like a Disney prince, dog.
Hacheros, thank
Yeah.
you.
Hot
for sure.
Cheetos.
I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you guys are
nobody-
enjoying.
Bro,
No.
these are like very thought out gifts, man.
Nobody has ever really gifted us like this.
It's okay, dog.
This is beautiful.
Wow, you gave me clothes.
Yeah, that's just because
Wow.
I don't know why. Just
It's just more me, right?
you have the eye of the tiger, dog. You have the eye of the tiger, dog. And then you gotta let the bitches know,
Let
dog.
me see.
What
You
did it
need
say?
Jesus, baby. You need Jesus.
Y'all need Jesus, baby.
Y'all need Jesus, baby.
My G.
Y'all need the Lord.
These are so this is so thoughtful.
Yo,
G.
honestly, this is amazing. This is amazing. Concrete, thank you, bro.
Oh yeah, and then I got you guys bottles of
Let me see.
tequila.
Did you get yourself one?
There you go.
Jeez, la casa amigos.
Yeah.
G. I really appreciate
For
it.
sure.
Honestly.
Thank you,
For
bro.
sure.
Thank
Wow.
you, bro.
I mean, I feel so honored that you gave me these gifts. So thoughtful.
Hey.
Yeah,
I will forever.
I know. I want to do that too.
I think my favorite one is the actual portrait of yourself. I think that was very thoughtful.
That's the smashers.
So you were the first guy that's ever started a party crew.
1994,
And what was that party crew called?
Rebel Nation.
Wow. Nas, Jungle Juice. I mean, you name it, right?
Cocaine. Everything.
What else?
Shit, dog.
What did
G-strings.
Did you have?
G-strings?
How much
you were wearing?
How much?
No, you would have to, like, if you wanted to get in free before 10, you would have to, like,
show your G-string.
show your G-string.
Oh, wow.
And who's the one that's checking it? You?
No, not me. No, I was too busy, like, dealing with security, making sure the cholos didn't come in.
Yeah.
Because the cholos would usually mess up the party.
How tall are you?
Me, about 6.
Yeah, you're a big dude.
6 feet.
Yeah, I can see bodyguard status.
Yeah.
Sick ass food. Sick ass food.
Yeah, you're gonna love that.
Dude, I mean, I don't know where to put it. Do I put it in here? Do I put it in my
course.
house?
You
We have two. We'll choose.
Yeah.
One of them has to go in here, though.
Yeah.
This is sick. This is so memorable.
Yeah, you guys can definitely put it in your nightstand.
So
That's what I figured.
So at this moment right here in this time, you had your hair like this. It was kind of like Fernando Vargas meets Chespirito in a kind of vibe.
Fernando Vargas actually got it from me. He's actually confirmed that. He's actually confirmed that.
Because I think you rock it a lot better than that fool.
Bro, is that a mugshot?
I don't know what it is, G.
That's a mugshot, bro.
But he looks fantastic. Look at that smile.
He looks great.
Dude, I look good for 14 there, dog.
You're not 14.
Conky, once again, thank you so much, man.
I used to work the night shift, dog. That's why I look like that.
Get this man a shot of Clase Azul, please.
I am. I was actually gonna ask you that. What before the rapping, before the comedy, before social media, what were you doing, bro? That really just brought you into this kind of like.
Who the hell are you, dude?
Yeah, like before all that, before Beretta, before concrete, what were you doing? Working night shifts? Working at a warehouse? Forklifting? I don't know. Working at Jack, Mickey D's, construction. ¿Qué andamos haciendo?
All that. I started partying really young when I was like 12, and then partied out by 17. At that point, I was already DJing. I started making beats when I was like 16. I had my own little studio right here in Arleta, and that was it, bro. Like I knew what I wanted to do. I didn't want to go to school.
Yeah.
School wasn't like challenging enough for me, dog. In a way, you know. Thank you, bro.
You knew you
Appreciate
want.
that.
I'll do a shot. You knew you
I
wanted
knew really
to do
young.
entertainment.
I knew really, yeah. I knew when I was like 7, 6, dog, that I wanted to be an actor, or
Yeah.
some shit, you know. But it wasn't like feasible for my parents, because like for me to go acting, you know, like I mean, for me to even start acting, my parents would have to take off of work and take me to audition. That wasn't gonna happen. Because my parents didn't even know where to, like, we didn't know where to go for that, bro. There's no manual to make your kid a child actor, you know. And then I had difficulties, fool. Like I had like silver teeth, so like that's kind of fucked up. Nobody wants to hire that little kid, you know what I'm saying?
Not at all.
And then so like my parents didn't have $800 for fucking headshots, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like so, imagine silver teeth, bowl cut, fool. Like yeah, right, fool. I thought I wanted to be like. I never even looked at like. I didn't want to be like Mario Lopez, fool. I wanted to be like Zach Morris, dog.
Damn.
Oh, that's sick.
But I never saw myself as a Hispanic little kid. Fool. I was like, I'm Zach Morris.
I'm
dog.
him.
I'm him, fool. And then like in auditions, fool, they were like, "You're not it, dog." And I was like, "Fuck," you know, like, oh damn. I guess I'm Mexican. Is that what that means?
Yeah.
You know, because you know, as a kid, you don't
doesn't understand that.
You don't correlate that shit.
Yeah,
you know?
you don't. There was a podcast that you were on that actually really it's so true that we don't really think about it like this, but you said that like, dude, imagine that your parents coming from another country coming into this country where they tell you like, all right, pack your bags, you go over there, you got no money, you don't know the language, go figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, granted, they came into a state that has a lot of Mexicans,
Sure.
but nonetheless,
Still.
bro, it's still a fucking mission, dog. Like, they still had to get here. My mom crossed the border with my sister. She was 8 months pregnant.
Yeah.
You know, so
Wow.
I think the majority of us, whether
like-
it went that way or it went a little bit easier. Where
there's a
it's like-
struggle, dog. There's a struggle
there's
either
a
way.
struggle. And that's crazy. Like, we don't really think about that. We should always like wake up and think about shit like that. And
Yeah.
that's gonna make us really like have a smile on our fucking face every fucking day and maybe pursue a day differently.
Yeah. For sure, dog. I think so. I mean, yeah.
I mean,
I totally agree with you, dog, on that
I think-
statement. I don't know where I was going with that. That's why.
I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I don't know where you were going with that. I was like listening to him, like, what?
Hey, dog. Hey, I'm lost, dog. I don't know what this fool's
lost,
saying
yo.
right now, dog. Can you take the shot for or what, dog?
You need a shot, G.
That fool got all political, dog.
I was like,
All fucking sentimental, dog. You fucking. That fool had his right turn signal and went left, dog.
no, it's because I was giving an example of when he said the thing on that podcast. Hey, respect me.
got
Respect, dog.
Respect. Hey, what you said,
Hey,
G.
hey, Zach Morris. G.
Say to Zach Morris,
To
fool.
Zach Morris.
Barilito.
That was good, man.
Bro, so you were doing the rapping. So that was like your first step into entertainment? Because you said earlier before we started the podcast that you got into entertainment when you were like 14. Is that when you started rapping?
Yeah, I was like 16.
Damn.
I started rapping because I was making beats, dog.
Oh, gotcha.
But my homies, they were so fucking whack, dog. Oh yeah,
Like,
my
get the
cousin.
hog
and
out
my-
the way.
Homies at the moment.
Yeah, they were whack rappers, dog.
They're not your homies right now?
Yeah, they're my cousins. Yeah, they were whack, dog. They know, fool. They know they were whack, dog. So I just started rapping on my own shit, dog, because I knew what I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, as an entertainer, like, you know what you want, and I've always knew what I wanted to hear. So I started rapping on my own shit, and I remember I was 16, and I was like, in 5 years, and I said by the age of 20, 21, I'm gonna have a song on the radio. And at 21, I accomplished that. I had my first song on Power 106.
Oh, shit.
Felly Fell played it.
Wow.
I got signed to Steve LaBelle. Me and Nipsey got signed the same week to the same manager.
What?
Yeah. So I you know, like this dude, you know, Steve LaBelle, Sean and
Yeah.
Lewis, like these guys have worked with Bone Thugs and Mariah Carey. They all these artists they manage, and so I remember they called me and they were like, "Yo, man, we heard this record that's on the streets right now," and I was like, "Yeah, that's mine." They were like, "We want to meet with you," and I was like, "All right, bet." So then I come up here down to the hills, took this 101 freeway up here,
Yeah.
and I went to Steve LaBelle's house. And I walk in and it's just fucking plaque. Oh, fuck. Like, I'm really here, dog. This is really happening. He's like, man, I like your shit. You know, like, we want to fuck with you. We want to see what's up. And then he was like, come to the car with me. So he takes me to the garage and we're in the car. He's like, I got this other kid that I'm trying to sign. Let me know what you think. And he plays this record called Bullets Ain't Got No Names. I looked at the cover and I was like, man, this motherfucker looks like Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
He's like, his name's Nipsey Hussle. I think I'm going to sign him. I was like, dope. Are you gonna sign me though? Like what? I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, like, what are we
you know?
talking about right now?
You know? And he was like, no, yeah, we're good. And then next thing you know, we're both sides to the same label. He's, you know, like I'm going to his early shows and shit, you know. And
Did you get to meet him?
yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I got to meet him. We never did a record together.
Yeah.
We just never got around to it, you know. And then because I was doing my own thing, I was already touring. I was getting like magazine covers and I was doing my shit, and like it was bubbling for me, you know. But you know, like when you're 21, dog, and everything's being handed to you, and you're doing pretty good, and everybody's your friend, and you know, dog, like as a 21-year-old dog, you're just, you know, at least me, maybe I'm not gonna speak for everybody, but I turn into like somewhat of a hard person to deal with, you know.
Really? A bit of a diva?
Yeah, a bit of a diva. The cockiness kicks in, and
especially at that age, I can
and you
imagine.
need to understand, like, you know, order of operation and how things should work,
structure.
and being patient. And they wanted to develop me, and I was like, no, I'm ready.
Damn.
And then so I decided to, at the time, part ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, in a bad way. You know, it wasn't a good. I mean, like, we're all good now. I mean, I see those guys now. We chill. We've done events together now. We've called each other, and it's all water under the bridge, and we love each other. So we're boys. But at the time, yeah, I was kind of like hard to deal with, and in a way, I kind of feel like I sabotaged my own career in that way. But I learned, and I'm glad it happened to me then, because what's happening in my life now is different. You know, it's like I think God was like, look, man, you're not ready for none of this shit. You know, so I'm just gonna take it all away.
Damn.
And so I decided to just focus myself on directing music videos and documentaries and films. And I spent the last 12 years of the last 17 years doing that. I started doing that 2010 and 2009. I stopped 2000. Well, I kind of chilled out on it 2008 because then my comedy kind of took off. In 2018, I got basically jacked for like $40K of all my equipment.
Damn.
And then so it put me in a bad state, dog. I was like, everything I worked for the last 10 years
Taken away.
And I was going through a tough time, obviously, dog, and depression hit. And then I remember I posted the most vulnerable fucking video on social media. I was like begging people, like, anybody know anything? I even put it in black and white for dramatic effect, dog. You know what I'm saying? It didn't work, dog. I was like, can anybody snitch?
Slow zoom in.
Yeah, dog. I put the little music in the background, dog. It didn't work, dog.
Can anyone snitch?
Can anyone snitch, dog? Por favor, call the hotline, dog. You know what I'm saying? Call the hotline, dog. I ain't gonna say nothing, fool. Anonymous.
Dang,
and nobody hit me up, fool. And I'm sitting there and I'm packing up my little shit at the studio that they're letting me kind of just chill at. And then I just started going through YouTube videos and I'm like, oh, that's funny. I was like, what if I do something? And then I did it. And I remember I had like, I don't know, a couple thousand followers at the time, but it was like family and friends and people from the industry. It wasn't nobody that was like checking for my career or nothing, I'm just a camera guy, who gives a fuck? And then I did another video, and then it went from like 10 comments to like 100 comments. And then I went home and I was like, I remember I asked my wife too, I was like, look, you gotta let me know right now, do I embarrass you?
Like on social media? Or just in general?
No, on social media.
Okay.
Are my skits embarrassing you as a wife? Are you ashamed of? She's like, nah. I was like, okay, cool. Then
that's super respectable.
I'm going. I was like, I'm going ham. I'm going. She's like, all right, let's go. And at this point, I have nothing, bro. Like we have nothing as, we got kids, but like at this point, you're like, fuck, like now what, And, luckily, I got a lot of friends and, like Bash has been a big influence on my career. He's helped me in, my personal life, giving me a place to stay when I didn't have a place to stay and
Wait,
shit
who's
like
this?
that.
I'm sorry?
Baby Bash.
Baby Bash. Oh, shit.
Yeah, Baby Bash, MC Magic. All these guys have been real, because I have friends, but a lot of my friends, because I grew up in the industry, like, these are the friends that I know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have childhood friends like that. Like, I got cousins, but a lot of my childhood friends, like, you got to understand that when you dedicate your life to something, they don't get it. Like, they don't understand the sacrifices that need to be made. So they think, it's to them, it's like people grow up and then you have to somehow get a job to survive. And I get that. And me, I was like, I'm going to sacrifice everything I'm doing to pursue my dream. So then that disconnect happens, and then now you don't have friends. Now it's just you yourself out there because everybody's out there for themselves now, right? So a lot of my friends kind of were like, dog, hey, man, good luck with the dream, bro. I got to go get a fucking job, you know?
Yeah.
And I get it, fool. Like, I can't be mad at somebody, but...
Yeah. But they might not get you. That's the issue.
No, a lot of people don't understand it. I mean, even up to like 5 years ago, like I used to go to family parties and the theaters are like, are you still doing your fucking music videos, bro? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, how's that going? Are you making a living? And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, but is it a good living? And I was like, well, I'm here, motherfucker. I'm eating.
You see the shades?
You know what I'm
saying? The silky hair?
Oh, I got these they gave me this at one of the golf tournaments, I think.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, little Ray-Bans. So I decided to.
I think those
are
are
Oakleys, my boy.
Oakleys.
Sure.
Real quick, before we get into the rest of that,
all right,
we're gonna go on a short break right now.
Oh shit!
And we'll be right back. Josh, you got anything to say?
Yeah, I do. Actually, I wanted to
say it right after the break. Yeah.
All right.
We'll be right back. Por favor, fool. Por favor.
Oh yeah, Shoddy Bay. I'm cuteness.
I want to meet her.
I'm richness.
I want to meet her so bad.
She just did a
The meet and greet, and it was like, but fool,
Bro, it was insane.
Fool, you know how I keep doing meet and greets, fool, and it just keeps humbling me, dog.
Bro, she had a wall of men like this, like locked arms to
like
block her.
Law enforcement.
Yes, bro.
law enforcement.
I'm not
She had
joking.
law enforcement.
She had
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, straight up.
She had like top flight security. She was crazy.
It's crazy.
Good for her, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I was
Kudos
looking
for her.
kind of hating food, but whatever.
You seem a little mad.
And
You
shout, out,
good?
and shout out to Beauty Creations too
Yeah.
for hosting that event. That was
Yep.
insane, bro. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Good for her, man.
So stand up, was that kind of like difficult for you to like kind of dabble your feet into like in the beginning?
I didn't want to do it.
You don't want to do it?
No.
And who told you to do it? Like who is somebody who's like kind of guiding you into like, yes, you should.
Every
yes, you
stand-up
should.
comedian that reached out to me in the last
Really?
3 years.
Wow.
Oh, this is recent. So you just got into it like about 3 years ago? Not recent, but like
I've been doing comedy on social media now for 5 years.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I say doing comedy, sketch comedy, because I don't. It's not like, you know, I don't want to make it seem like it's just social media. I feel like I do comedy, and I just happen to put it on social media.
Got
I
it.
getcha.
Because I feel like my shit is, you know, something that I would love to one day have like Mad TV or have
Yeah.
a Living Color or a Chappelle show. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so I've been doing that for 5 years. Been blessed by the comedy gods to keep getting me great ideas. And, you know, throughout the time that I've been doing this shit, you know, comedians have reached out, you know, from the biggest to the smallest. And they're like, you're dope, you're funny, but
Yeah.
if you want to sit at the table,
You got to do stand up.
you gotta do stand up.
Really?
Yeah.
And I was hesitant. I
It's
was
like
really
that stamp
hesitant.
of approval.
Yeah, it's like a pass. You know, it's like a fucking
Rite of passage.
Yeah, rite
Yeah.
of passage. Like I'm a fucking
Like, if you can do this, you can go to the next level.
yeah, like I'm a
type shit.
fucking
Yeah.
avatar for something crazy for like
It kind
rite
of
of passage.
separates
You
you
know,
from the social media influencer world.
it's like
a
you have to
little
put
bit.
your tail into the fucking dragon so
Yeah,
you can fly
yeah,
it and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Fool. Whatever, dog. You know, I was like, all right, cool. And it was, you know, I think it's, you know, sometimes. You know, like you got to be thrown into the fire because I've always just seen myself as an actor, and I'm more of a comedic actor than I saw myself as a stand-up comedian. You know, and I think there's plenty of those guys. You know, the Will Ferrells of the world that necessarily don't hop on stage to do stand-up, but they're just great comedic actors, right?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So I always saw myself as that. I never saw myself as a stand-up guy.
Yeah.
So when all these comedians started reaching out to me and they're like, "Hey man, this is a situation," you go, and I'm like, "All right, bet, cool." So then I did my first show in Vegas, and man, I had a completely fucking fantastic bomb.
Wow.
You know, I bombed.
You bombed it.
No, like he
Yeah,
did terrible.
I bombed it.
Oh, that means you did terrible.
I bombed, fool. I bombed, fool.
Oh,
I did a
shit.
But I
joke.
heard that's like the best thing that can happen to a comedian.
Well, yeah. Well, I didn't know that I had bombed because in my head, fool. In my head, I had killed it, fool. It wasn't.
So you walk off stage.
It
You're like,
wasn't until I got off and people were like,
Hey, you're gonna
"Hey,
be
man,
alright."
you know, Concrete. Sometimes you win some and sometimes you lose some." And I was like, "What is
Everybody
that
kept
supposed to
saying
mean?"
that, yeah.
I was like, "What is that supposed?" I was like, "What?" And I didn't get it.
Do you remember what you were
People
saying?
kept coming up to me, and it was like, you know, you got, you know, the boxer, the Gypsy King is there, and you got Andy Ruiz there, and all these famous people, and they're all like, "Damn,
That was the crowd.
That was the crowd, dog.
Holy shit.
Yeah, fool, still, huh? Like with audacity, fool. The audacity for me to try to go up there, dog.
Was it like an open mic?
Nah, fool, I signed up, fool. I was like, hey, hire me, dog. Can you believe it, dog?
Wow.
The audacity. But that's how confident I am, right?
But I love that.
Yeah, but that's good.
So then I went up there, I fucking bombed, and then I did another show in Oxnard Levity Live, which I'm gonna be there on Thursday. And I bombed that one as well.
Wow.
no.
And then so on Thursday, I'm back at Levity Live, and I plan to fucking
kill it.
fuck some shit up, you know? Yeah, and then, you know, I started working on my shit. I just really started working. I started going to places, and I started really like, you know, I had to somehow take my social media comedy and then write it,
Package it.
repackage it for stand up.
Yeah.
And I've had help. I'm not gonna lie, man. I've had help from a lot of comedians, gave me pointers, do this, do that, and I've been taking a little bit from everybody. You know, just how I did with my sketch comedy. I took from Jim Carrey, I took from Damon Wayans, I took from Jamie Foxx, and I took from, you know, like all the SNL guys, the Eddie Murphys of the world for sketch comedy. That now I'm taking a little bit from this guy for stand up. You know, certain mannerisms, certain little things that I feel are cool, and then I've been making my own pot now. You know, and
Yeah.
obviously bringing my own sauce to it, and it's been working, man. You know, it's been working.
How long are you doing sets for?
Right now, I'm good to do a 35-minute set, 40-minute set.
That's amazing.
Which is a headliner set at that point.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm actually doing my first headliner gig in LA, August 11th. August 11th at the Stand Up Comedy Club.
Oh, we gotta roll through.
Can we go?
Absolutely, yeah.
Bro,
absolutely,
I would love to fucking go. That should be
absolutely, dog.
sick.
Wow.
Oh yeah, dog. Tickets go on sale tomorrow, guys.
You can buy them. I'll text you the link, G. I'll text you the
link in bio, perro.
Do you remember the things that you were saying that first time you bombed it?
Yeah.
Like, what was some of those things?
Well, I did a fucking and this is bad, dog. So people are like people at this point. I'm seeing people walk away, and I'm like, they're going to the bathroom. They must be going to the bathroom.
It's
dog.
not my jokes.
It's not me, fool. They, you know. And then I did a joke. I did a joke, fool, about some wheelchair shit. And there was a lady in a wheelchair around the front, and the joke didn't hit. I didn't land the punchline, and dude, like people were walking away. She rolled away, dog. She was like, "I'm out of here, dog." She unlocked She unlocked the brakes when she was like, "No." It was like one of those little.
No, immediately after the joke.
Oh yeah, dog. Immediately, fool.
And you didn't realize at that moment that you were bombing.
Fool, I thought I was killing it still, dog. What?
I'm assuming your wife was there.
Yeah, my kids were there, the whole vibe.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what did your wife say? Because that's really who's gonna tell you the truth.
And she probably heard the joke already. Though.
Yeah. She told me, she's like, just keep keep going type
She
shit.
said, "Baby, you're just gonna get better."
She said, "Don't even trip. Like, a lot of these people know you here." So I got pity laughs because people knew me.
Yeah.
But like looking back in retrospect, I'm like, damn, I really bombed, because the laughs are different now than they were then.
It didn't crush your spirit in any way. Or did it?
Nah, dog, I've been getting my spirit crushed for years, dog. Like going to auditions where you don't even fit the character they're looking for. It's like white male 32, and I go in there for like, "What's up, dog?"
What's up, dog?
Trying to play a doctor, fool. Like, get the fuck out of here, dog.
You're having a heart murmur.
Yeah. It's like they're looking for a 21-year-old soldier, and I go in there and I'm like, "What's up?"
He goes,
Nah, dude, look, man, look, dog,
Hey, salute, fool.
I grew up here, fool. I grew up in the valley, like Hollywood, fool. Like they don't give a fuck. They'll tell you like no, So
Oh yeah, they'll crush you.
like, this is the land of crushing dreams here,
Yeah,
fool. Like,
yeah,
and I
yeah.
grew up in the thick of it, so it's like,
and plus, it was your first time.
yeah, I'm not tripping. Like, I feel good about myself now.
But a lot of people don't get over that. I mean, I've never done stand-up, but I could imagine. Just imagine going on stage having these hopes that you're gonna like do this, and then it gets set into reality, and then you bomb it.
Oxnard Levity Live, that affected me a lot more than bombing
The
in
first
Vegas.
time. Interesting. Why is that?
Because like I did a cardinal sin, right? Like I didn't know then, I know now. Unless you're fucking Dave Chappelle or one of these big dudes that are just fucking geniuses at comedy, they can go in there and start off their set with a brand new joke.
Okay.
Well, I did that. I was on the 118 for writing a new joke, and I was like, killer.
Yeah.
Wait, you can't do that? Dang, there's a lot
In
of
my
rules.
head, the premise in my head was
Brilliant.
outstanding, bro. Sheer genius, bro. Genius. The delivery, fool. The context. The exposition of the joke. The setup. Everything wasn't there.
Got it.
So I started off, and then like immediately it was like two. Fool, this is when I was doing setups for like I started doing like long ass setups for 2 minutes of just nothing. I'm just setting up the joke. Right? 2-3 minutes of just nothing, fool, at a comedy club.
And people
fool.
are like, okay, where's this going?
Like, hey, where's this going, fool? Like, what's going on, And then I said my punchline, and some fool was like, huh, is this supposed to be fucking funny?
Yeah, I can't believe there's people that heckle like
They
that.
go to comedy shows to just heckle. Like,
Right? So that dude was like, huh, and like that. And keep in mind, fool, it's quiet because no
In
one's
front of
laughing, right?
everybody,
So
he
it's
said that.
150 seater. It shit echoed, fool. The fucking cook heard it, fool. The bartender heard it, right? And then I was like, oh, it fucked me up, fool. And I stood there for like, it threw me off for like 3 or 4 seconds. And what happens when one person heckles?
Oh, it just creates a wave.
It just creates a fucking wave. And then some other dude was like, that's what I said. And I was like, fuck. And then some dude was like, you gonna be all right, man, keep going. And I'm just, and it's just like, it just started. And that, yeah, no, just like that, fool. Cringe city, fool.
And you were the mayor.
Fool, I'm fucking dying up there, dog. I'm dying, fool. I took the bait and fucking took it, dog.
You're
you know.
lying.
And immediately before I went into like concert hosting mode, mode, I was like, "All right, man. If you guys ever have a good time, make some noise." And people were like, "Woo, sure." And I was like,
"This was in Oxnard."
Yeah, I was like, "If you're going to work tomorrow, make some noise." And people were like, "Woo!"
There's a big comedy spot there, right?
Yeah, it's called Levity Live.
So I've been there, but there's people that tell you like, "Hey, if you guys are gonna be sitting right here, you guys can't talk. You guys."
Yeah,
can't.
well, he was 3 rows behind, but I can clearly see him, dog. It's like from here to the fucking to the wall. You know, it's like that's 4 rows. You know,
Cringe City.
Cringe City, dog.
Wow.
I'm dying up there, dog. Dying.
So when was this?
This was just like a year and a couple months ago.
Wow.
When you have a joke like that doesn't land, do you like go back and try to repurpose it, try to work on it, or do you kind of just like scrap that joke?
No, I mean some jokes, but like, you know, it's been a year and a couple months since that, and since that I've been hitting the gym. You know, I've been going to different clubs and just going to underground shit and just really penning my shit out. And then so, you know, just from being around homies that do this shit for a living longer than I have, it's like they're like, great premise, just develop it. So now I've been doing that, and then so now that I have like, when I had my solid 20, I started throwing shit for my solid 30.
Gotcha.
And then some shit hit, some shit didn't.
But you know that 20 is gold.
But I know that 20 is gold, so then I've been adding, and right now I'm about 35, 40.
Oh, that's impressive, because that's tough, man. I can imagine.
Wow.
It's real tough, dog.
So in the beginning, I know you said you're like, oh yeah, people would tell me like, if you're not doing stand up, you know, you can't go to the next level, blah blah. So you're kind of probably like, okay, fine. But now are you hooked on it? Now is it kind of like, now I really want to fuck with this. Now I really want to like perfect it, master it. No more cringe city vibes.
Well, that's the thing, is that when somebody like, I'm very competitive, dog. Like I am unhealthy competitive. Like I'm really that guy. You know, and when somebody says you like when somebody says, you know, like you don't belong, or
you're like,
in order for you to come sit with us, you got to do this. I'm gonna do it, be better, and then I'm gonna have my own table at that point. And I don't want to sit at your table. By the time that I'm dope, I'm not gonna come back. So I'm gonna open up my own table, and I'm gonna bring whoever I want on that table, type of shit. I'm gonna build my own team.
Yeah, and you're gonna watch me.
You know, so now it's like, to me now, my mentality is like, this is what you wanted? Okay, cool. So then I'll see you. I'll see you. Let's see who sells out more, type of shit. And it's not towards anybody in specific.
Yeah, just in general.
It's just my competitive spirit.
Yeah, I love that.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
because I love all these fucking comedians, dog. Like, you know, I love the Fluffies, and you know what I'm saying? I love, you know, my boy Jerry Garcia, Jesus Sepulveda, Frankie Quinones, you know,
Frankie stuff, I like Frankie.
you know, man, like all these guys, dude, you know, that I grew up watching, the Paul Rodriguez's of the world, the George Lopez's of the world, you know, the Bill Burrs, the Chappelle's, you know, just all these dudes, like Felipe Esparza. Like I grew up watching these dudes, and I am a fan of comedy.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, I'd be lying if I told you there wasn't a competitive part to it. You know what I'm saying? And I think they all have it as well. You know, I think to be at a certain level in anything, whether you're a frutero or you're a basketball player or you're an actor, to play or to be at a great level and to be considered a great, you have to have some kind of competitive spirit, whether it's with yourself or against others, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
That's just what it is, you know?
Yeah.
Who is there anybody right now that you actually really look up to, that you're like, damn, like as a friend or even as a mentor, or how they do stand up, or how they even do shit on Instagram? Like somebody like, damn, that fool got it going on, or it can be a guy or a girl.
On Instagram, not really, bro. And it's not like no shade, but like I'm just in my own lane. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out there trying to do anybody else's content, you know? I'm not trying to do anybody else's content. I'm doing my own thing. And yeah, there's a lot of funny people on social media, a lot, but I'm not checking for somebody on social media, you know? I think, you know, the way that I operate is that, you know, I can't drive forward if I'm staring at the rearview mirror. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just got to keep doing me and stay focused and move forward.
Yeah.
Now, do I have inspirations? Yeah, dude. I mean, you know, my inspirations come in the like the '90s guys. You know, like the Jim Carreys of the world, and obviously, you know, the George Lopez, the Chappelles of the world. Those are guys that are you know, like those who I want to, you know, if I ever want to be on the Mount Rushmore,
absolutely,
yeah,
I get you.
I want to be on that Mount Rushmore.
That's
but
sick.
the guys that I look up to are the guys that are around me, dude. The Jesus Abuvelas, the Jerry Garcias of the world, the Jay Valentinos, like these are the guys that I'm with, and that, you know, we help each other, bro. You know what I'm saying? The Frankie Quinones, he does characters too. He's a character-based comedian. I'm a character-based comedian.
Yeah, I like that.
And,
I like that a lot. Like,
and-
that's dope. I
And
feel
we
like
stay, I mean, like, we always stay connected. We, you know, like, we DM, we text, hey, what's up, how's it going? And, you know, so, yeah, but, I mean, it's all mutual respect, dog, I think, at the end of the day. But we're all creatives, and we all have our own processes, you know?
When you come up with an idea, you said you get blessed by the comedy gods. And how do you decipher whether that idea is going to be into, like, a social media format or into, like, a stand-up comedy format? Because I'm sure that happens, right? Like, you're like, oh, this would be, this is hilarious.
I didn't start thinking about, like, stand-up comedy until recently, right? Like, generally, like, my skits is, I'll just come up with an idea in my head, and if it tickles me, like, if it makes me laugh, at least internally, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that would be funny.
Yeah.
Then I'll put it to motion. I'll produce it. I'll get the gear for it. I'll do the video. And then, because you won't really know what it's gonna feel like till you do it, you know. I've done videos that have never even hit the social media because I just didn't feel good about them after that, you know. Whether it had a political statement or anything in it that I didn't want to, I guess, ruffle feathers, because, you know, in this day and age, like, it's easily, like, you're easily cancelable. Say the wrong thing and it's and it's out of here. And I think for someone that like me, that I'm very, I mean, I push the envelope quite a bit on my shit, you know. I really do. I at least in you know what I think I do, you know. But I like to, you know, it's a very thin line between what you can get away with and what you can't.
I think we always talk about that too. It's like sometimes it's like why even like push it too far when it's not going to benefit neither you nor anybody else.
Yeah, so like I just like to do stuff that makes sense to me. You know, it's like I can't make everybody laugh, but I do comedy for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, and if, you know, like I'm starting to get like more females that are following me now, and, you know, I really wanted to break into that female stratosphere, because the females are the ones that buy the pillowcase and the T-shirt and all this stuff, and, you know, it's good to have that fan base, you know.
Yeah,
100%.
Do you do like character-based like comedy on stage?
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
oh, shoot,
yeah. So
cool.
I'll do the Bookies up there. We do the Rebels, and then we do our stand-up. Unless a certain city says like, hey, dude, we would love for you to bring like peso completo or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Then I'll do that.
Yeah,
you know,
take
but
requests.
Yeah, so I'll take requests. You know,
Peso completo is hilarious. By the way, speaking about that and your skits, there's something that you normally always have on your skits, and your father.
Yes.
That's your real dad.
Yeah, that's my real dad.
He's like really good at doing the skits. I don't know if you're catching him like very organic reactions, but is there some times where it's like, hey dad, let's do this together? Because he's really good.
Well,
like the one where you're like visiting him at work. Sorry to bother you, but you're visiting him at work, and you're like, hey dad, like what the fuck, like I heard it's fucking bring your kid to school, and his dad's like, cabrón, si ya tienes 40 años, aquí son puros de 10 y de 11, blah blah. He's really good at like that chemistry and delivering, and, you know, like how does that work? Like, are those all organic? Like, I'm sure most of them are. I mean, I would
that's
assume
like you asking David Blaine, how do you do your tricks in Vegas?
Got it. Okay. Let's just keep it there.
That's fair.
His dad is hilarious, bro. Hilarious, bro.
You know, like it's so funny. Like I just posted like a couple skits. Like I posted the one where, you know, like the latest ones that have been going viral have been the McDonald's ones, right?
Dude, we were just watching those in the car.
And the amount of people that comment obscene things because they feel that the character is real is just amazing. And it's like
are you actually?
That just means that the fucking acting is on point.
Yes, absolutely.
If you feel that that's real, and I triggered you, then I did my fucking job. I'm not gonna fight and try to comment back. It's
that's
just like,
hilarious.
Cool.
Are you showing a McDonald's logo in the sketches?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I'm in the McDonald's.
Oh shoot,
It's a real McDonald's.
They haven't come after you in any way. Like you haven't got no letter from McD's.
Yeah, I get
Ronald McDonald's.
I get envelopes from them.
By the way, cheers to your pops.
Cheers, man. I get envelopes, but they're not complaints.
Oh, that's dope.
They're not complaints.
No way.
You know what I'm saying?
That's so sick.
Well, because I'm pushing the needle regardless of the fact. Like, what happens is that I'm creating a conversation, right? And when you look at all those comments, none of those people say I'm not going back. All they say is that I want more sauces.
Yeah.
Right.
You gotta buy 10, fool, 10 for 2, fool.
I'll cry.
So what's,
You're gonna make me lose my job.
So McDonald's can't be mad at me for pushing the needle, you know?
And then crying on command, bro. You can cry on command.
He uses a tear stick.
I've never used one before.
Yeah.
You can literally cry on command. I'm not gonna ask you to cry on
but
command,
it's. I mean, that's the part of an actor where you can take it there. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people.
Sick ass.
You know, like, dude, I remember, like, I remember my dad teaching me how to act dead and like. Look, man, my dad's great, dog. My dad. I feel like if my dad wouldn't have had an agent in his 20s, he would have been a great actor. You know. But I remember my dad, like, he used to play dead. And he used to stop breathing and shit. And I used to be like, what the fuck? And it's all these little things that, like, that just, you know, my dad's very sarcastic. My dad, he has above and beyond way better dad jokes than any other dad jokes I've ever heard.
Good timing.
But yeah, bro, I mean, like, to me, like, look, bro, I've never took an acting class. I've never done it, been invited. And look, bro, like, at the end of the day, like, I always feel that, you know, like when you meet somebody, like, have you ever met somebody and you're like, or let me say this, I've known a ton of rappers, right?
Yeah.
And I've shot for a lot of rappers. The last singer that I shot for that blew up, that knew was gonna blow up, was Peso Pluma. I shot his first 4 music videos about a year and a half ago.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
And so I knew it. I was like, this kid's good. There's something about him. I don't know what it is, but it's literally it's that it factor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's the it factor. Mm-hmm. And it's what it really boils down to is whether you have it or not, right? And then there's a flip side to that coin. There's people that don't have the it factor, but have that work ethic. Which one do you have? Mm-hmm. And the moment you find out what you have,
gotta lean into that one
hard. And my advice to people that want to get in the industry is, if it's not for you, don't do it, right? Like, I think people get the misconception of they try to go for their passion as opposed to going for their calling. Go find your calling. Everyone has a calling, you know. Your passion may not necessarily be your calling, my boy. You may have a passion for rapping, but you probably just don't have it.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Find your calling, and I guarantee you 1,000,000%, bro, you'll be successful at your calling. You know, with that being said, I feel like I grew up just wanting to really do this, bro. There's nothing else that I've ever saw myself doing, you know? And I feel that I may not be the greatest actor. I'm not fucking Leonardo DiCaprio, but I guess what I do have in talent, I make up for in hustle.
Yeah.
You know? And that's kind of how I've been able to be successful in everything that I've done, you know? It's been my hustle, you know? When dudes were doing 1 music video a week, I was doing 2 in a day.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, you gotta, man, just find your calling, bro. Like, a lot of people want to force it and shit, like a bad shot from LeBron, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then what happens is some people get really enfocados into like, no, this is really what I want to do. This is really what I want to do.
Yeah.
But kind of like you said, like, it might be your passion, but you might not have it. And then they just spend, you know, a majority of their life
and then you become jaded because you feel like it's something against you.
Mm-hmm. Take it personally, yeah.
Like, you start taking shit personally, and it's like, it's not that. It's just that, you know, I know artists, there's artists out there in the world that are great rappers, but they're not, you know, when you're an artist, there needs to be a fan. In order for you to be a successful artist, you need to have a fan. Mm-hmm. So when there's a disconnect between you and that person, that fan, you need to find something that's going to connect with the fans and push that.
Yeah, that's good advice.
You got to connect with them. You got to find something that's going to connect with them, you know? And I was able to find comedy to be able to connect with more people. Because when I was posting that I'm in Paris, I'm shooting here, I'm doing this, I just shot for this guy, shot for this girl, shot for this famous person, whatever. I only had 2,000 followers. Nobody gave a fuck. Nobody gave a fuck that I was standing at the fucking, you know, Eiffel Tower. Nobody cared that I was shooting in Paris. Nobody cared that I was shooting in Sweden. Nobody gave a fuck, bro. You know? And then again, social media is a very like me, gimme platform, right? Like unless I give them a comedy skit, they're not commenting, right? And that's just the way it is. You got to give them what they want. That's just bottom line, right?
Yeah.
I can post a picture right now and say, hey, I just gave away 1,000 backpacks and I'm going to get about 2,500 comments. 2,500 likes. But then I'll go and post a skit and I'll get 25,000 likes.
Yeah.
Because that's what they came for. They didn't come for me.
Yeah, facts.
They didn't come to see the success. They came to see
they're following you because
the
of
comedy.
The entertainment.
Yeah, you don't go to Jack in the Box and ask for a fucking Big Mac. You go to Jack in the Box to ask for a Jumbo Jack or for a sourdough. And that's the way I see social media. People
Sourdough.
come to people go to my page to see comedy.
Yeah.
And then so that's what I try to give them every single time, and I take it really seriously, bro.
You can tell.
Yeah.
And me being a fan for a while now, I can tell as well.
Thank you, man.
And that's super sick. That's why I was very excited to meet you the other day. And I think I either text you or I text my other boy, and I was like, this fool's dope. Like, not only what you do, but as a person. It was really cool right away.
Yeah.
It was like the energy was there, and he said, what's up? I said, what's up? No, I said, what's up? You said, what's up back? And then it was just kind of like cool. It was really like a very organic thing on some Whole Foods vibes. And then, I was like, I'm going to ask him if he wants to be on the pod, whatever.
Yeah.
And now we're here. So that's cool, man. And I think the person that you are, the individual that you are is a very amazing person as well.
No, thank you, man. I appreciate you guys for having me, man. You know, sometimes when you get to tell your story, man, you kind of forget your story. You know, I feel like I just been moving at a light speed in a way.
Yeah,
and
sometimes we need to kind of like...
Yep.
Yeah, you know, like I was just talking to my cousin. Like my cousin, like he's the kind of guy that he's like, man, you just did a concert, man, 17,000 people, and I'm like, yeah, I know, fuck, dude, I can't wait. I got to do some shit tomorrow already. I don't sit there like I don't sit there and like celebrate every win. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's bad and good. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, you know, I always feel like when Kobe was up to, I think it was against, I forgot who it was, and he was like, job's not done.
Oh yeah, I love that.
And that's how I feel. Like I feel like my job's not done, dude. Like
I think it's when he won the Western Conference final, and then everybody was celebrating, and he was just like,
the job's not done.
What are you guys celebrating for? Yeah. But it's true. It's like sometimes we get caught up, and it can be little wins too. It doesn't have to be like so huge. It can be like, you know, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You're selling out concerts, you're selling out venues, and you know, you got to a point where you're so busy, which is super fucking cool, by the way. But it's like, oh, I'm so busy that it's almost like you don't even have time to celebrate your wins anymore. But I think it's healthy to, I don't know, somebody to remind you or yourself to reflect, look in the mirror, have some time, you know, because at the end of the day, we're only here for so long. So if you can just celebrate yourself, it doesn't have to be like do a party or do anything like that. Just look at yourself and just give yourself a pat on the back and be like,
I think like the way that I celebrate for is honestly, and I'd be completely transparent, is when I'm able to take my kids to Disneyland and then not have to bring food from the outside. Just like when I'm able to buy them that one toy that they want.
Yeah.
And you're not stressed about it.
When we go to Target and I'm like, Dad, can I have that? I'm like,
yeah, get it.
Yeah, you can. You actually can, bro.
Yeah, I love that, man.
Grab that shit.
I love that.
Matter of fact, get two.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's when that's my success. You know,
that's cool.
When I'm able to provide for my family, I think because ultimately, bro, that's life, bro. Like I mean, you try to go 10 days without eating. It's all about eating. It's all about just really just providing. It's ultimate basic human shit, dog. Be able to have a good sit down, break bread with your family, and have a good time. That's what it boils down to, bro.
At the end of the day,
all the rest of the shit, food, the cars, the shoes, like none of that shit matters. And I'm so glad that I've been able to have some success at this day, like at this point in my age, because I think if I would have had this success 10 years ago, I think I would have really fucked it off. You know, I think I wasn't ready yet. You know what I'm saying?
I have so much more to say about that, but let's go on a quick break.
Let's do it.
He gave us these Casamigo drinks.
They looked a lot bigger in the picture when I ordered them from
on Grizzly, or what is it called? Grizzly.
It was Instacart.
They looked a lot bigger.
I was like, oh, these must be on special. Let me grab those. And then they came and they were little, dog.
By the way, we have
some kind of embarrassed.
We have Concrete Sister here, Abby. Everybody say hi to
That's
Abby.
my sister Abby. Yeah. Shout out to her.
Abby, did you see the shirts that he got us?
You gotta see mine.
Yeah.
Abby, check mine out.
Like they're so sick, right?
Yeah, his
You
eyes.
need Jesus, girl.
Yeah.
And not only that, Abby, I'm pretty sure you picked these with him as well, right?
She did. She did. Yeah.
So I think we should drink that.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
I don't remember when the last time I drank like the actual bottle.
Shut up,
like,
a bottle?
Right now, my boy. Right
oh
now.
my goodness,
That's super
I'm
like
kinda
wino
scared.
shit, huh? I'm sorry, dog.
No, it's not wino.
It
Seems
shit
kind of like
at
an
all.
alky. It
It's
doesn't
not
seem kind
wino
of
shit at
alky.
A
all.
little alky, but I'm with it.
Alky, right?
You gotta roll with
I
it.
served you some as well.
Put a little
I've
tiny-
had 3, dog. You
Hey,
guys
put a little tiny brown paper bag.
The more I drink, dog, you guys look so fucking handsome, dog. It's weird, dog. The more I drink, it's like you guys are turning into hunks. It's getting weird, dog.
Cue the music.
This is getting weird, dog. Cue the fucking music.
Real quick, honestly, all jokes aside, thank you so much,
No,
man.
thank you,
Hey,
bro.
honestly, thank you so much for being
Thank
on,
you, brother.
You're
Appreciate
incredible,
you
bro.
guys,
Love
man.
your energy, love what you represent,
Love you
bro. You're
guys,
killing
man.
it, man.
You guys are fucking dope, man.
Killing it.
Congratulations on your podcast, on the numbers and the guests you guys have been getting. It's been
good, man.
hey, man, you guys are fucking killing it, dude.
Thank you, bro. Likewise.
Sweet, man. Cheers.
Yes, sir. Salud. The whole thing?
I'm scared.
Goddamn.
I'm scared. Literally scared.
Hey.
It's because these are different because they go gluk 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 gluk. It's not really like shot. It's like gluk gluk.
They hit that little throat bell different. Look, his beard's gonna grow. Lucky.
By the way, I never line up my beard.
Oh, when you cough, it's worse, dog.
I'm not okay.
Ready? I'm gonna be worse.
I'm not good.
Oh, Lord.
Lord have mercy.
Dude, I wanted to get trash with you, dog, but we were in the same cart. Fool, if we would have been in the same cart, dog, it would have been a fucking rap, dog.
I was okay. Let's do some confessions here. I was gonna tell you because you know how you fools had 3.
Yeah.
I was like, fool, let me go with you.
I would have totally been cool with that.
But what the other people would be cool. I don't think.
Next time, fools speak. Fool, fuck those fools, dog. Speak up, dog.
I don't know. I didn't want to.
Close mouths don't get fed, dog. If you would have said, I would have been like, fool, let's roll, dog. Say less.
You would just left Robert by himself?
No. It was 4 of us already.
Oh.
And they had 3.
Gotcha.
So I was just trying to make. I was even gonna be.
I would have left Ben Baller for you, dog. I would have told I would have told Coda to. Well, I would have told Coda to go with Ben, and I would have just rocked with you. Because Ben was cool, fool, but Ben was like really trying to play, dog.
He was.
Ben was really trying to go out there and like fucking.
He plays golf.
Fool.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
He plays golf.
Okay.
Yeah,
You did that little sketch with him. How was that? Like, did you guys film it afterwards?
We did it right before he left, bro. I had asked him previously, like, hey man, since we're here, it'd be great,
let's do something.
And then for like 18 holes, I was thinking, and I was like diamonds. And I was like, all right. And I kind of just threw it together right there, and we only had one shot at it, so like what we got is what we got type of deal,
It was perfect.
But I wasn't gonna like say no to I wasn't gonna say Ben Baller like, you want to meet up later to do it?
Yeah. It's right here, right now.
It's not like
now or never.
No, it was now or never, And I got one too with Carl. What is it? Carl Weathers.
Oh yeah.
Oh okay.
Hey, did you see Chubbs from Happy Gilmore?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
is that
That's him, Carl. That's him, Chubbs.
Dude.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know who you're talking about until you said Chubbs.
I got one with him. Yeah, with fucking.
How nice was
Creed.
that guy?
He was
Creed.
Yeah, he's Apollo
Everybody's
Creed.
like, that's Apollo Creed. I'm like, no, it's not. That's
He
Chubbs.
complimented me, dog, on the fact that I was wearing all black.
Oh really?
He dug it, and I was like, man.
Thanks, Chubbs.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
That
Like,
shot
no,
got
well,
me.
see, I know him as Chubbs, but I grew up as a kid with no cable, so it was like KTLA movies all the time on Channel 5.
And they always showed Rocky.
And they always showed Rocky, dog.
Yeah.
And so it was like, I knew him as Apollo Creed.
That's
dog.
hilarious, bro.
Yeah, my boy was like, that's Apollo Creed. If you didn't know, I was like, no, I know, but that's Chubbs.
And if come to find out, I was watching an interview recently with Rocky, with Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
And then so the reason his name is Rocky Balboa is because he wrote it on a house on Balboa here in the Valley.
What?
Go figure, dog. Yes.
What?
Wow.
That's the reason he named it Rocky Balboa.
No
he liked the
way.
name Balboa. Balboa. He lived right here up the street on I'm assuming somewhere on the hills.
No way.
Isn't he's originally from Chicago though, right?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it's Philadelphia.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's okay. You're Mexican. What part of Mexico is your family from?
I mean, am I Mexican, dog? Because when I go over there, fool, they're like, fool, you're a gabacho, fool, you're a pocho.
Really? No,
Am
you're
I
not. I would think so, right, Abby? I think she looks Mexican.
Am I Mexican?
Too. She's
I
more.
get confused for European a lot, dog.
Are you guys from like Jalisco?
Especially when you speak like that.
My mom had family. I think my mom was born in Guadalajara.
No way. Oh,
Right?
cool.
In Compostela.
Which is
Lived
where?
in Guadalajara. It's in Nayarit.
Oh, cool.
And then, so my mom's really light-skinned. My mom's mom is like, I look like my grandma.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
very, very tanned. And then, but my mom is a güera. And then on my dad's side, my dad was born in San Leonel, un ranchito. And then but he grew up in Tepic. And then so my mom worked across the street from my dad. My mom worked at a record shop, and my dad worked at his dad's guaracheria. And then that's how they met.
When's the last time you went to Mexico?
I worked there for 5-7 years, bro, off and on. I was there 2 weeks off, 2 weeks on. Fool. So I was there for a long time.
Really?
Yeah.
Doing what? What are you doing?
Filming. I shot a bunch of music videos. I think the last time I was there, no, I've been there quite a bit. I think the last time I was there was for. Damn, actually, I've been there after, but I think the last time I was there, I remember was when Juan Gabriel died.
Okay.
And I went to go cover the funeral in Mexico City.
Wow.
But I've been there a lot, bro. Actually, no. I don't know if you guys are familiar with a group called Los Terrícolas. Okay, so it's a group. It's a group from the 70s. If your parents are Mexicans or Latinos, they'll know Terrícolas. They're like, you could say, I guess, the Bee Gees of the 70s and the 60s.
That's kind of dope.
Yeah, that is.
So I went to I was in Monterrey shooting a music video for them.
Wow.
Yeah, just recently.
Directing the video.
As a director, yeah. This was like last year.
Bro, that's crazy. So you're still directing.
I'm still directing on low key, man. Yeah, I mean, like I said, like the last guy that I have my fingerprint on is Peso Pluma. We have over 200 million views.
Oh, that's wild.
What music video was this?
I did his first one, Spiral, Por las Noches.
I love Por las Noches.
How'd you get connected with him?
Through my boy Gilguero. Gilguero is also a singer. He grew up in I think it's like Huntington Park or South Central, something like that. And then so his brother is El Original de la Sierra, which also had a big record back in the early 2000s. And then so he called me. I've been working with him for a while. He called me like 3-4 years ago and said, "Hey, bro, one of my boys died. I did a corrido for him. How much will you charge me?" And I said, "Nothing, bro. If this is for your boy that passed away,
I got you.
Because I was a fan of him, and I was like, bro, this is a great opportunity for me to at least do something for you, bro. I love your music. And then so ever since then, I'm his guy. Wow. And then so he called me when they signed Peso. They signed Peso like a year and a half ago. And they called me like, "Hey man, we got this new kid. Can you shoot a music video for him?"
Gold mine.
And I was like, "All right, cool." Then I went there, and at this point, Peso couldn't hang with Cali weed. You know, but he loves this. Great fucking dude, man. Great kid, bro. I mean, he's like 23 or something.
Yeah, he's young.
Great kid, bro. He's so fucking talented. And I remember, I knew it, bro. I knew it. This kid's gonna be big. And so I've worked with him lately. I've worked with the Marleys. I work with Yandel. I work with obviously Cheekies, Baby Bash, Frankie J. I mean, just name it, dude. I probably had a fingerprint. You know, like I've worked with. I shot almost all the music videos for the Soldies genre, which is Tris Toledo.
Wow.
Joey Quinones, Joey Coda. I've shot for all those dudes, man. I probably have more than 1 billion views on all my work.
Well, you know what's crazy is that most people that watch your stand-up comedy or your sketches would probably have no idea.
I don't post it no more because they don't give a fuck.
Got it.
People don't care.
He was just talking about
that self-awareness to have that, bro, is it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, like people.
Because it's easy to like.
People have called me. They're like, "Hey, bro, there's another fool named Concrete, and he said he shot the best of Bloom." And I was like, "Who said that?" Like, I just saw the video. Fool, it was in the bottom of the screen. I was like, "That's me." You shot it? I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "Stop lying." And then I sent them pictures of me on set and me fucking with Beso, and they're like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And I was like, "Yeah. How come you don't post that?" I'm like, "Cause I'm not trying to clout chase off of somebody else's success."
Yeah.
I just happened to be in the kitchen when they were cooking, and
And it smells good.
and I did my thing and I left, and that's just the end of it. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. So you filmed Por las Noches.
I filmed Por las Noches. I filmed what is it? Fucking Todo es Playa. I filmed Spiral, which that was the first one that blew up. That one went like 70 million for him.
Wow.
That was the first one that hit. And then I remember, dude, I was sending everybody Por las Noches. Dude, check out the song. Check out the song. This guy's next. Somebody actually sent me a comment that I left on one of those like food pages. They had posted a picture about Beso or something. This was like a year ago, and I was like, he's next. And somebody sent it to me, dog.
So you really knew off the bat. You saw it.
Bro, I've been working with artists for 17 years, bro. 15 years. Like,
you feel it.
I feel it, bro.
An energy.
I know when somebody has, when I told you that it factor, bro. Yeah. When somebody has that little thing that you're like, this kid's unstoppable. Like, you got something, bro.
That's fucking dope, man.
I saw it in Peso, and Peso actually liked that comment, you know?
Wow.
Yeah, he knows. He knows what time it is, and that's why I made fun of him. In a good way. Like, I always say, like, if I don't make fun of you, then you're not relevant.
Yeah, or I don't really like you.
Or, whatever the case may be, you know?
Yeah. It's like being with your homies and you guys always talking shit to each other, making fun of each other. Like, even with us. Like,
if you don't clown with somebody, it's because I don't fuck with you.
Yeah,
exactly. That's exactly.
My girl's like, you guys are so mean to each other.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's
we love each other.
really the opposite.
It's love.
Yeah,
it's all love.
It's literally the opposite.
Yeah. It's a love language between dudes, you know?
Yeah. What do you like to do? Like, you're so busy with stand-up, you're so busy with acting, you're so busy with shooting videos, you're so busy with social media and putting your comedy there as well. What does Concrete like to do, like, when he doesn't want to do any of that?
Watch movies, documentaries, spend time with my kids, go to the movies with my kids. I like how my kids love to watch movies. They're movie buffs just like me. I like to eat.
Same.
I like to eat. Me and my wife like to go to restaurants. We like to try new stuff all the time, new restaurants. And
you're a big
been
foodie.
Din Tai Fung? Din Tai Fung?
I think so. I believe I've done that before. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll put you on, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Favorite restaurants here in the Valley? Please tell me, because like I told you before, I'm not from the Valley and I want to get put on game.
Favorite restaurants here in the Valley? I mean, there's a bunch right here on Ventura.
Top 3.
Top 3? Okay.
Oh, Ventura, yes. All
Top
sushi.
3, my cousin's marisco spot, Ceviches.
With
right?
an X. With an X.
No.
Not
this
that
is,
one.
No. This is Ceviches on McClay and First Street. And that's my cousin's restaurant. And the reason I like them is because they're authentic marisco spot. It's authentic from Neri. It's authentic from where we come from. It's authentic family recipes. And that's on First. That's on McClay and First in San Fernando. They're right next to the Baskin Robbins.
Oh, okay.
The other one, it used man, as far as restaurants goes, right? Like,
it can be a food truck. It can be anything. Just the go-to spots that Concrete likes to go to.
Okay. Okay. Then, man, it's not there no more. There used to be a place called Jimmy's. It was a burger joint. And if you guys remember watching commercials back in the day, it was like some dude was high at the drive-thru and then he takes off and runs over a little girl.
What the?
You don't remember that? It was like a PSA for weed. Well, that was at that restaurant. And then they also shot like a bunch of music videos and films there. But it was called Jimmy's Spot. And then the shit burnt down.
It's not there no more.
So the other place is what? Jim's?
Isn't there a Jim's Burger, right?
Jim's Burger.
Right across the street from Speakeasy. There's a gym right there. It used to be USA Fitness.
Yes.
I used to live right there.
Yeah. So Jim's, I love that spot.
You know they shot what's that movie from oh my god, Key and Peele. He directed the movie Get Out, but the latest one.
Oh, the UFO one?
The UFO one. It's shot there as well. There's like a scene where it's shot there.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no shit! I gotta go check it out.
Yeah.
What was that movie called?
Oh my god, what's it called? It's like
It was a Get Out 2?
no, it's like an hilarious.
Get Out too. No, it's
No, it was called
It's called like Damn. It was like one word. It was
Damn.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is called Damn.
Was it called
You're
Damn?
right. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
something like that.
Did you like that movie? I thought it was kind of
wasn't
good.
bad.
That's the one with the UFOs and
Yeah.
shit, like the cowboy.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it
yeah.
wasn't a UFO. It was an actual creature.
It was like a cloud thing, right? And it was
Oh,
like a
fucking spoiler alert!
Wait, you never seen
I've
it?
never seen it, fool.
Oh, fuck. Yeah,
okay,
it was
fool. I ran
it was that. Yeah, so the restaurants that I've liked, that I've kind of liked, you know what's crazy? Right by where I live, they built some Norms. And they built it.
Breakfast place?
Yeah, Norms.
Oh, okay.
like a Denny's.
Yeah, you know Norms, right?
Norms.
Yeah.
Yeah, Norms. They spent like 3 years building it. I'm like, oh yeah, Norms. Norms is dope because I'm from Norwalk, so I know Norms. 2 months, 3 months open, they shut it down, bro.
Nobody's fucking with norms.
Well, I don't think the city's fucking with norms.
Can I be honest with you, fools? I don't like to drink juice from Danny's or Norms, dog.
Why?
I used to be a juice machine operator, fool, back in 2006
give us some insight.
2007, fool.
Oh, this is perfect Platica talk right here.
So, and you know, when we should bleep out the names I just said, because I don't want a fucking defamation of character lawsuit.
All right, fine.
But let me tell you, fool, I don't drink juices, fool. I remember, like, I would have to go repair these machines, dog. And in certain restaurants, fool, these people don't clean the machines, and you gotta remember that it's all plastic and rubber, dog. And so when the juice would get stuck, some of the juice would get stuck, and they wouldn't open it. All they would do is just switch the bags, but they wouldn't open the and clean it. So there was times where, like, I went there, fool, and I would press the juice, fool, and fucking maggots would fall out of that shit. I don't want to fuck up your experience, dog. But
I don't drink juice.
I don't know. Maybe saying, the maggots give it some sabor.
Look, whenever you go into these restaurants like those, peep out the management, fool. Peep out the staff. You know, be like,
see if they care. See if they care.
See if they care. Ask them, how's your juice? How's your juice machine?
Hey, tell me about your juice.
Tell me about your juice, because it's all concentrated food, so there's a lot of sugar in it.
That's why I don't drink the juice.
So one thing that defines a person in my eyes is I like to. You're from Southern California, right? You're from here in the Valley. Mm-hmm. So you've seen that guy, the restaurant. It's a ding 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 ding. Jack in a box. What's your Jack order?
What's my Jack order?
Like your legit Jack order.
Damn. Okay.
I know Jack in the Box has like 100 things, which is so sick. They even have
best.
egg rolls. They have the best egg rolls in the world.
Best.
Just as a disclaimer, fool, if Jack in the Box had a Big Mac, I would get the Big Mac.
You like Big Macs?
Oh, I love Big Macs as well.
Hey, Concrete, I love Big Macs, dude.
I love Big Macs.
I love them so much.
Nothing compares to a Big Mac.
It's the best.
Nothing compares to a Big Mac, fool.
But you know who does have a Big Mac? What they try to copy is Carl's Jr. And they can't do it like McDonald's.
The Big Carl
is tripping, dog.
The Big Carl.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Big Carl, fool.
It's good. It's not. But it's not it's
not bad, of course, but it's not no Big Mac.
Nah, Big Mac's
I got
fire.
the Mac sauce, bro.
Even the McDouble at Mickey D's is like
cracks,
like cracks, stupid cracks.
So you're saying you're more of a McD's guy than a Jack in the Box guy?
At the moment, yeah, fool.
He's all serious about it too.
I know why.
Hey, right now, fool. Yeah.
But what's the Jack order though?
Well, the Jack order would be probably sourdough and 2 tacos, red hot.
Why is this me?
Red hot with some ranch.
Wow, red hot. Nobody ever says red hot.
Well, even when I get the jumbo Jack, I get it with sourdough bread.
Oh, yo,
dab me up, my boy. Because they clown on me for getting the sourdough. They're like, this fool gets the sourdough because the sourdough's delicious.
Sourdough, yeah,
I never said that bread. Nasty.
It's bread.
It's the bread, bro.
Yeah.
I never said the sourdough
perfectly
Jack
buttered,
is nasty.
perfectly toasted.
I used to work at Jack in the Box for
it's perfectly
a year
toasted.
and a half.
Perfectly toasted.
Yeah, Jack in the Box. I was one advice that I give out to people: try not to be the best at everything. You know why? Because I was drive-through.
Oh, you were sick.
And I was stupid sick. Pops, I was sick, bro.
Sick, huh?
No, they said, hey, can you handle 2 headsets?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. Ooh, wow, I had 2 fucking things. I was just multitasking like a motherfucker, bro. Sodas y todo, milkshakes at the same time, fool.
Oh, this fool was like that one little fool in what is it? Fucking Men in Black and shit. When you know the kids are like. Remember that fool when they open the door? That fool's like this and shit. The little skinny fool and shit. He's doing everything, dog. Stamping, sanding, licking, packaging. Fuck.
Licking. Yeah, so I used to work at Jack, and they knew I was really good. So guess what?
Pinchy manager.
Friday mornings, Saturday mornings, and Sunday mornings at Jack, bro. Have you ever been to like Saturday morning at Jack in the Box in the morning? Have you ever gone?
Probably.
Like, when's the last time you ever
Because I love their breakfast.
Sure. But luckily breakfast is all day.
Yeah.
But there's people that go, hey, let's go have breakfast, after church, after, whatever. They go.
It's a great family restaurant.
Great. Full. Drive-through for like 5 hours, güey. No para.
On some In-N-Out vibes.
Yeah. You've never noticed that? Because I doubt you've been there for recently on a Saturday morning.
Maybe not recently.
I know when you go, it's Saturday night.
Yeah.
When you're all pedoskis.
Guilty.
So I used to be really good at that.
You guys drink?
Huh?
I'm fucking with you guys. You guys have been drinking the whole time.
So my advice is try not to be good at everything, because then you're just gonna keep, fucking yeah.
For sure. Don't overextend yourself.
Super pause.
So what happened? That you just got overwhelmed? You got overworked?
I got overwhelmed, and my mom, I remember clearly. I quit because it was her birthday party, and I got super pedo. And the next day, I can't go to work tomorrow, and it was a Saturday morning because her party was on a Friday night. And then I quit. I didn't even pick up my last check.
They still got it?
They still got it.
That's baller shit right there.
That's baller shit. Did you even like call? Nothing? You just didn't show up?
Just never went back.
Did they start blowing you up?
You know what was what really hurt me? Is saying bye to all the cooks. Because they're all raza.
And you didn't say
it has nothing to do with them, dog.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with them.
It has nothing to do with them.
Why did you try to call and say, hey, I cannot make it tomorrow? You're MVP.
I didn't want to, I don't know. I didn't want to say anything.
How old are you?
I'm 33. I'm 33 this week.
How old are you?
18, 17.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And it was more kind of whatever, because at the same time I was working at Hollis.
Yeah. I quit. I could totally see it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You were a shirtless model?
Yeah.
Did you work at Hollister too?
No.
We Abercrombie and Fitch.
Abercrombie.
Totally can see it. Centerfold, JCPenney, man.
Aeroposto.
Oh yeah.
And American Eagle.
H&M.
H&M. Zara, G.
Oh fuck, Zara. I went to my first Zara before I was in Sweden, fool.
Chill.
And I had never gone to Zara, fool, because I thought it was expensive, dog. I was like,
I love Zara.
Why am I gonna go in there for?
It's not that expensive.
And I remember I went in there, fool, and I was like, oh, $35. I was like, oh, this ain't that expensive.
Yeah, it's like an elevated H&M, but not by much.
That's what I said. Yeah, that's what I said. I like it. I just found out about H&M, dog. My boy Jay Valentino actually put me onto H&M. He had a pet peeve of mine that whenever I put my hands up, my shirt would go up and it would show my belly. So it really bugged him to the point where he was like, my boy, go to H&M. They have a tall section. Please go over there and buy yourself tall tees. And I haven't stopped going ever since, guys. And I haven't stopped
smile.
But the tall tees,
H&M if you guys want to sponsor me.
But these tall tees, they're not Pro Club or Shockaway.
No, of course not.
No. These are just wear once or twice and then that's it.
Yeah, and then
because then it gets bacon collar. Sorry, H&M, but that's fact.
But that's
what it is for sure.
Yeah, H&M t-shirts are.
But they're like $12. They're like not too great.
H&M t-shirts is maybe once or twice, and then after that, it's a wrap. Full.
When I first moved to the Valley, there's this place. I don't know the streets because I'm not very familiar, but I consider myself now a Valley.
You're a Valley boy.
Yeah, I've been here.
I can totally see you as a Valley boy.
Yeah, I've been here for 5 years now.
Oh.
Do I get jumped in now? You want to jump me for 13 seconds?
Gotcha, G.
Where do you live? Like close by?
Yeah, I live close by.
Oh, okay, very good.
Yeah, I live off Ventura Boulevard.
Oh, you live in a nice area, dog.
Yeah, he lives in a nice area.
You live in a nice area.
I don't see it that way, but
you don't?
It's a nice area, fool.
It's just an area.
How do you see it then, Sebas?
It's just an area.
You think you in the hood?
Where I like the house.
Okay.
Me and my fiance, we like the house and we like the neighborhood.
Yeah. Is she from the Valley?
No, we're from the Inland Empire.
But the Valley's where it's at, huh?
It really is.
It really is. I know.
It really is.
I grew up here, fool.
Because there's really amazing diversity here. And then you can go, being in social media and, networking,
You can be in Hollywood, LA.
You can be in Hollywood. You can be in downtown. You can be in
Drake's house.
Yeah, you can do whatever. And everybody lives in the Valley. It's really cool. And,
it's
I can go 2 streets this way and get some taquitos. And I can go 2 streets that way.
You grew up here in the Valley?
And get
No.
some.
I grew up in Cerritos.
Oh, Cerritos. Very good, man.
Yeah.
So, my girl's out from that way.
Yeah.
Actually, the church where her parents pastor is right there in Cerritos. I think it's Cerritos, Cottonwood.
Oh, it's Conwood. Yeah, La Palma. I think it's like in the Palma area.
Exactly.
Or Cypress.
Cypress.
Yeah.
So her parents pastor there for the last 20 years.
That's a good church. I've actually been there before.
Yeah, man.
It's dope.
Shout out to them, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I know a church.
You
I used
guys
to
just
work out at
connected on a spiritual
there's a 24-hour
level.
fitness right there.
To you, with you, I just want to get crazy. With him, I just want to watch a movie with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go to dinner.
I'll cuddle you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm a cuddler.
And with me, what?
I just want to get drunk with you and just like whatever happens, you know?
A lot will happen.
A lot will happen, G.
A lot. With you, I feel like it's like whatever.
Like a lot of missed calls, a lot of voicemails, and
with you, it's like whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas with you.
Yeah. That's what everybody says, man.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Hey, did you have a bachelor party?
Yeah, I did.
What'd you do?
They stopped it They stopped it.
What do you mean? Who can stop you?
The strippers, dog. The strippers stopped it, dog.
What do you mean?
what?
Because my uncle wouldn't put his phone away, loser.
Oh, so they were like, sir.
They were like, sir, can you put your phone away? And I was like,
So at least hide the flash.
Theo, you're gonna fuck up the bachelor party. I only get one of these. And he was like, all right, yeah, güey. Pues ni que tenga, ni que estuviera tan buenas. And I was like, okay, well then fucking put your flip phone away. Fucking flip phone. I was like, can you put your phone away, Theo?
Ni que estuvieran tan buenas.
Yeah, like that, fool. And then so he keeps taking it out, and the girl's like, hey man, one more time. I'm not gonna keep doing the show if you're gonna keep on fucking. I was like, who is it? He's like, hey, it's him right there. And my Theo's like, with the flip phone like this, fool, like low key. And then he did it one more time, and she picked up her shit and left,
like, I'm done.
And then everybody went home, and everybody was like mad at my uncle, and my uncle was all drunk. He was like, oh, it's my fault? It's my fault? Oh, ni que estuvieran tan buenas, güey. Ah, fool, I can find way better ones, dog. And he kept telling me, don't even trip me, fool. I'm gonna take you to a strip club. And I was, fool, it's been 13 years, fool. I haven't seen that fool, dog.
The real one. Wow, that's crazy.
So that's what happened at my fucking bachelor party. Anyways, that was like what?
And that was here in the valley.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. Off of Balboa in Devonshire.
Devonshire.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I have a cousin who lives in Devonshire in Granada Hills.
Granada Hills, that's right. So I went to school at, dog.
Damn.
I went to school, fool, with a bunch of kids from like Hollywood. Like I remember I was super jealous of this kid, and because he was on Little Rascals, fool.
What?
Was it Spanky?
I went to school with Spanky from the Little Rascals.
Wait, I got it right?
Yeah.
Spanky. How did I get that right?
I went to school with
Or
Spanky.
are you lying?
I'm dead serious.
It's either Spanky or Alfalfa. It's one of those.
No, it was Spanky. Yeah, it was a little chubby kid.
Yeah, the one that was friends with
I went to school with him. He went to high school elementary. And I went to school with him. I went to school with a couple kids that were like on the Power Rangers, and I remember them telling me like, oh, like, yeah, like, oh, we just got back. We're shooting for a TV show, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. And in my head, I was like, man, I want to do that.
Yeah.
Like I remember being like not jealous, but being like, man, like I want to do that. Like how
because if they can do it, I can do it.
Yeah, you know, and I just grew up around it. Like a bunch of the kids that I went to school with, a lot of those kids were like kids of
theater kids
of like directors and producers from all over the valley, you know. So
I love that.
man. But yeah, dude, I mean, when I'm telling you, I grew up in this shit, bro.
Yeah, and the valley, I heard that a lot, and there's a lot of other stuff in the valley.
Well,
there's 30 minutes already passed by again. That's fucking insane. We have a little small segment left, and we'll be right back. Damn, kind of faded already.
Just like that, huh?
Oh, you got to pull all the stops. Well,
Yeah, he has all the.
Disney map, of course.
Yes, all the
yeah. Oh, what do you
trucos.
want to do? What?
He has all the trucos. But yeah, that's what I heard. I heard there. Well, anyways, we're back. But that's what I heard. A lot here in the valley. There's a lot of actors. A lot of like, for example, Topanga Mall.
I used to work there.
Really? Damn.
I saw
bro.
shoes at Foot Action.
No way.
No way.
Foot Action's not there
you know,
no more, right?
You know what's funny is that I actually I
don't think it
I
exists.
did another concert. I've been hosting a lot of concerts for Bobby D, and this past weekend I hosted back-to-back nights. We did one in Bakersfield, and I got to talk to DJ Quick.
Oh shit.
Sick.
And DJ Quick kind of he did me wrong early on, fool.
Really?
Yeah. So what happened was that I used to work at Foot Action, and he used to come in and buy all the red shoes, fool. And I remember one time he walks in, I was like, hey, what do you need? He's like, man, give me the King Griffies in the red. I was like, I already know. Size 11. I'll be right back. Right? And I was happy. And at the time I was rapping. I was like 16, so I was trying to get my career going. You know, I didn't know what I was doing yet. And I was like, man, dude, I'm gonna give you a discount. I'm gonna give you my 20, plus I'm gonna give you my, my boss's 20. I know it's cold. He's like, oh, thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I was like, bro, if you could just give me any advice on rapping. I was like, let me know. He was like, good luck, and grabbed the shoes and left, bro.
No.
And I was so heartbroken because I was a big fan.
Yeah.
That's how he responded, just like that.
Cold, right?
Super cold.
So then I saw him this past weekend. and he was feeling good. He was feeling saucy, sort of say. Right?
Yeah.
And I went up to him. I was like, "Hey, what's up, Quick?" He said, "Hey, what's up, man? I've been seeing you've been hosting the show, man. Like, man, like real good job, man. Like, we've never talked, but I know you introduced me a bunch of times already." And I was like, "Yeah, man." I said, "Hey, dog, I got a bone to pick with you, dog."
Called him out.
And he was like, "What's up?" And I was like, "Man," I was like, "Do you remember going to the foot action in Topanga Mall?" He's like, "Yeah, bro. I still live in the valleys. I live down the street from there." And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Remember that one kid I used to sell you all your fucking shoes?" I was like, "Remember that?
All the red ones,
all that shit, dog." And then he was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Man, I remember going to foot action." I was like, "Yeah, dog." I was like, "Dog, you told me you basically told me to go fuck myself at one point." He's like, "Really, man?" He's like, "Oh man, I'm sorry, dog." He was really nice about it. He's like, "Man, I'm sorry, bro. Like, this is, man, I appreciate you, bro. Like, I'm glad we're here working out." So he was really nice about it, dude. I was kind of like, I thought he was gonna really, really do some other shit, I'll tell you another story that I had with him. I was opening up for him this was 2007. I was opening up for him at the House of Blues. No, at the Knitting I think it was Knitting Factory. And I was doing a show. It was the Key Club. Do you remember the Key Club on Sunset? Mm-mm. No, you guys remember the Key Club?
No,
okay.
I've heard about it. I've never been.
So I'm opening up for him, and it's a Sunday, and it's getting late. People got to work the next day. So I go up. I'm the supporting guy. I'm right before him. It's getting late. So as I'm doing my thing, people are like, DJ Quick. And I'm rapping. I'm there like 2 songs in. I got 7 songs.
Oh, damn.
The song ends and people are like, "Get the fuck off the stage. Where's DJ Quick?" And I'm like, "Hey, man. Oh, hey, guys. I got about 3 more songs. You guys just hang tight for a little bit, man. I'll be out quickly, And then throughout my whole set, DJ Quick. DJ Quick. DJ Quick. And I see DJ Quick off to the side and he's like, "Just keep going. Just keep going." And I'm like, "All right, cool." At this point, I'm a young buck on stage. I don't know what to do. So I remember I finished my set, bro, and he saw me walk off, and I handed him the mic. And he's like, "Watch this." I was like, "What the fuck?" So he goes up there, he says, "What's up, I'm DJ Quick." He does 1 song, does 2 songs, cuts it off and says, "All right, guys, I'm out." And then he said, "Respect every rapper on stage," and walks off.
Oh,
no way.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, and he walks off, he's like, "They got to respect all of us." And I said, that was big, man.
Wow.
And then I didn't get to talk to him until this past weekend, man.
So then you told him that story as well.
And then I told him the story as well. And I was like, "Hey, man, just so you know, when back in the day when you used to do all the shows with Sean Healy, there was one particular night," and he was like, "That's crazy. I remember that." I was like, "I'm that kid." He was like, "That's crazy, dog. Like such a small world, and I'm glad we're back here."
No fucking way.
Yeah, I told that shit to Fernando Vargas too. Fernando Vargas, I have another story from, and that's my boy now. I love Fernando. That was my boy. I love his kids.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I was like 16, bro, and my boy was like, "Hey, man, he has a record label. Let's go drop off let's do a fight song for him so that he can come out." Right? I was like, "Fuck it." So we took like a week and a half recording this song. We wrote it, produced it. We even went to a Guitar Center, got one of those gold CDs. It's like $30. We burned the song on that CD, and we fucking take off to Oxnard full on like $13 worth of gas, bro. From here to the valley, from the valley to there. And we get off and we're like, "Oh, that fool's here, dog," So we get off and we go into, at the time he owned a pager shop, like a pager cell phone spot. And he goes in and he comes in and we're like, "Hey, man, we've been waiting for you. We got the CD, man. We've been waiting for you to come in, and we just want you to hear it, bro. Like, this is gonna be your coming out song. We put our number there, bro. If you just give us a call, bro, we're ready." I said, "Oh yeah, man, for sure. Thank you guys, man." He's like, "All right, man. Well, I'm out of here." He takes the CD, bro, and he walks, right? And me and my boy are looking at all the cell phones, and then there was a window like this, and there was like cell phones like this, and I'm peeking out the window, and I was like, "Man, look, there goes Fernando Vargas with our CD in his hand. That's amazing."
Don't tell me he checks it.
We on.
on.
He gets in his car. He turns on the Jaguar. The window cracks about 4 inches. He takes off, and all I see is the CD just flying out the window, dog. out the window, dog. And I'm looking at the CD on the middle of the street. Case is over here. The CD. The CD. And my boy had bought the CD. You know, my boy has spent money on that gold CD, you know? And he's like, what's wrong, man? I was like, oh, no, nothing, dog. Because when I saw him chucking, I was like, oh, what the fuck? I swear to God, dog. And my boy's like, what's wrong? And I was like,
you don't want to tell
I was like, nothing, fool. Nothing, fool.
Let's go.
And I was like, hey, dog, why don't we just leave? Fool, we should really get back, dog. You know? He's like, what's wrong, dog? And I was like, fool, nothing. Let's just leave, dog. This shit's a wrap. Like, let's just go, fool. It's a long drive back, dog, you know? So I remember, like, we get back into the car, dog, and right before we get to the house, I was like, just so you know, fool, that fool chucked our CD, dog. He was fucking losing it, dog. He's like,
he was pissed.
He's like, we spent $20 at Guitar Center, dog. And then I ended up being a cameraman for his reality show.
Oh, wow.
10, 15 years later, bro. And we're eating at Cece's Pizza with the family. And I was like, Fernando, man, I'm one of those guys. I'm like, hey, man, you probably don't remember, but remember there was a time where he's like, man, I don't remember, but I'm sorry. And I was like, bro, I'm not even tripping, bro. I'm just letting you know, like, you inspired me to keep going, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because those are the things that really made me go like, I bet.
That's a good story, man.
Wow.
You know, I was like, all right,
so
bet.
he owned up to it. He was just like,
I'm sorry, man. He's like, you know, I was a dick during those times, and you know, like he was just very apologetic, bro. Him and Quick and all these guys, and it's some of those things that it's like I would have never said it here.
Yeah.
If I hadn't said it to them.
Right. That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? But because I was very upfront with them, and I was very like I told them in person, like I don't feel like I need to hide it. But it was just.
And what you guys laugh about it now?
It's things that molded me, bro. Realistically, you know.
Yeah, that's funny. You guys, you have a lot of those stories.
Oh, dude, a ton of stories, bro. A ton of stories.
Well, Concrete, that's all the time we have left for today.
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up,
That's
bro.
fucked up.
He said he has more stories, G.
That's all cool, fool. I was gonna bring you guys a sick ass Goku, fool, but
no, we're definitely gonna have you back on the pod.
Absolutely.
I mean, this was one of my favorite episodes. Honestly, you're hilarious,
thank you,
man.
bro.
Man.
Keep doing what you do, man. I mean, I ain't gonna tell you shit. You know what you're doing.
Nah,
I need to take fucking advice from you. I really appreciate you coming on such in short notice. Me and Josh, we really appreciate that.
fool, if you would have told me today, I would have came. I was available, fool, but yeah.
August 11th.
August 11th, guys. It's my first ever headlining show as a stand-up comedian.
Wow.
At the Stand-Up Comedy Club in Bellflower. I'm gonna be excited, man. I'm gonna be excited. I am excited. It's I want to sell it. I want to sell it out in 24 hours.
Okay.
That is my goal, to sell it out in 24 hours.
We're gonna make that happen.
From the moment of just posting it. I would love to have you guys there. I'm gonna have some great special guests, dude. I got some things up my sleeve for this one, man, and I'm super excited, man.
I'm excited for it as well.
Yeah, dude, and you know, we just locked in Morongo Casino. I'll be in Tempe, Arizona. I don't know when this is gonna air, but I'm assuming it's gonna air sometime in the next week or so. I don't know.
This Monday.
So don't worry about Tempe. But I'll be in Chicago June 3rd. And then I take some time off to film a movie with the Jimmy Humilde family.
Wow.
And then June 23rd, I'm at the Morongo Casino. June 16th, I'm in Merced. June 17th, I'm in Visalia. June 23rd, Morongo Casino. And then June 24th, I'm going to be a part of Foods Gone Wild, the 5-year anniversary
shoot, that's so sick.
At the YouTube Theater, man. So
wow, you got YouTube Theater.
Yeah, man, he got the YouTube Theater, man. So I'm gonna go out there and
YouTube Theater is sick.
It's amazing. Sick. I love it, man.
So you do like it's a stand-up special?
With them, I'm gonna come out as characters. We're doing some characters for them. We're doing the Rebels.
So dope, bro.
Yeah. We're doing the Rebels for them. So you know,
shout out to that, bro.
I want to go to that. I definitely want to go to that. Little Mr. E.
Yeah. So that's the 24th, and then yeah, man. I mean, I got a bunch of shows lined up, but it's kind of far from now. But
cool, love it, bro. And they can find all the stuff on your Instagram, social media.
Absolutely,
stuff
yeah.
Like that. Cool.
Yeah. Concrete Live. You know, link is in the bio. You can see my link tree. You can catch all the shows right there. Buy the tickets there, and hope to see you guys soon, man. I'll be in Ontario next week as well on Thursday.
Oh shit.
The Ontario Improv.
The week this goes live.
Yeah, so Ontario Improv.
Yeah.
I'm there Ontario Improv. Let me see.
Well, I'll be coming back from my bachelor, so maybe if I'm not too fucking crudote.
Just wait for August 11th.
Yeah, we'll just wait, bro, because you are gonna be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, crudo. No. Just take your time, dog.
Okay, I will. August 11th. That's where we're gonna be at.
Yes, sir.
It just makes like the shirt look like my face on the shirt looks a little weird because I'm fat. So it makes El Wookie look all weird, bro.
We appreciate you, bro. Honestly, thank you. It was a pleasure.
Thank you,
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that. That was episode 92. Nos vemos en la próxima platiquita.
Yes, sir.
Y nos vemos pronto. We'll see you guys next Sunday. Hashtag Mondays don't suck.
Next Monday.
Next Monday.
He said Sunday.
Did I say Sunday?
Sounded like he said Sunday.
Oh, wow.
What do you say?
Thejoshleyva, thank you so much. Yeah, he goes.
All right.
Nos vemos en la próxima plática.
Estás escuchando la platica.
There it is. And there you have it.
Ciao.
Ciao.
The sound effects.